Grandmama.
Happy Valentine's to you. Happy Valentine's to you. Happy Valentine's, I love you. Happy Valentine's to you. Happy Valentine's, baby.
Hey, can I just not can I just not make the fans suffer through me singing it
Yes,
back to you?
yes,
I can just say
you
Happy
may.
Valentine's
Yes,
to you.
you may.
I want to tell them yesterday was the first time in our 58 years of marriage that she took me to lunch for
I did.
Valentine's Day.
I did. My
And
best friend and I took our husbands. We took them to Olive Garden, and it was so much fun. We took them for lunch. It was so much fun. So Wendell and LaWanda, we had a wonderful time.
we
Oh, happy Valentine's, everyone out there. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. So, we are making a stuffed cheeseburger meatloaf today. And I have just cracked 2 eggs. So, I've got 2 eggs in here. I'm going to go ahead and put my half teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to put a teaspoon of salt. And today I'm using garlic powder and onion powder. Instead of minced garlic, I'm using just regular garlic powder. So that's 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm going to put onion powder, even though I am putting some minced onions in it. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of onion powder. So as I use these, I'm going to put them out of the way because to get all this stuff out of my way. All right, now I've done my salt and pepper, my garlic, and my onion. We're going to do Worcestershire sauce, and I'm almost out here. So I'm going to measure it. Now, I would not be measuring any of this if I wasn't trying to give y'all a specific recipe. All right, that was 2 good tablespoons of Worcestershire, and I may add a little bit more. I got another bottle out just in case. And since this is cheeseburger, I'm going to add mustard to it. And this is just yellow mustard. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard to this. Because I don't want it to be too mustardy, if that's a word.
it is now.
That's where words come from in the first place, isn't it? Somebody had to come up with them. All right, now I'm going to add a 4th cup. Now this is sugar-free ketchup, non-sugar, no sugar added ketchup. I've got a little bit in here, so I'll use the rest of it. And I think that's it. And then I'll use out of this one. Okay, that's 1/4 cup of no sugar added ketchup. This is going to be gluten-free and sugar-free. Or gluten-free and no sugar added. Let me put it that way. All right. To that, I'm going to add, this is a 1/2 cup of minced onion. Because we like onion in ours. And this is about 2/3 cups of oats. Now, this is where you can use saltines. You can use breadcrumbs. You can use, take loaf bread, put a little milk over it, and mash it up. Use that. You can use, and if you're low carb, whatever you use, you can use gluten. You can use the low carb crackers, grind them up, whatever you use. But today I'm using about, that was 2/3 cup or 3/4 cup of my oats. So, all right, I think that's everything. So I'm just gonna mix this up. Now I don't have a loaf pan. Now this is about 2 pounds of ground meat. It's half venison, which is deer. Y'all know we have deer. We have lots of deer in the freezer. Our son-in-law and our grandson, they hunt a lot. We're hunters. And So, well, Roy used to be. He's not anymore, but he used to be. And so they keep us in there. And so I use it to cut the cost of my grocery bill. And I ate it growing up because my daddy was a hunter, and it's just something we've always had. Okay, now this is going to be, did I say stuffed? Cheeseburger stuffed. And I'm going to stuff it with cheese. I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to do it. Since it's a cheeseburger stuffed meatloaf. Okay, I think that's mixed up pretty good. Now, I don't have a loaf pan. Honey, that's something you can give me for Valentine's is a loaf pan. A meatloaf pan is one that's got a little, it's in a loaf shape, and it's got a little insert in it. And you put your meatloaf on it, and it's got little holes in it, and the oil, your grease that cooks out, stays beneath the meat. So,
Honey, I gave you all of my money. I gave you all of my money for Christmas. There ain't
you did,
no
you did.
There's no Valentine money there.
But I may get that as a Valentine's gift to
But couldn't I
myself.
just get some dry sticks and cross them across in the bottom of the pan and do the same thing as that little old screen thing you're talking about?
Sometimes I just ignore him, y'all. All right, I'm pressing this down really well. Now, there's probably going to be a little bit more grease in this one. It won't be from the meat, but it's going to be from the cheese. And I'm going to show y'all what's going to make this stuffed and what's going to make it cheeseburger. The mustard and ketchup makes it the burger. But I have got some pepper jack cheese and some shredded cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar.
Now, I warn you, this isn't supposed to be a cheese thing in the middle, but she can't help it hardly.
That's not much.
She did cut back a little bit on it, didn't she?
All right, now I'm going to put the rest of my meat.
You actually could have put a little more cheese.
No.
But you can put it on top. But that's plenty.
You would think he was the cook, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Y'all, we go back and forth with each other all the time.
I'm a food critic for Hog Magazine.
But that's just the way we do. I mean, we go back and forth all the time. So that's the way we kid and cut up. And it works for us. It's fun for us. All right, y'all. This is my cheese stuffed cheeseburger meatloaf. I keep wanting to call it a casserole, meatloaf. Now I've got my oven set on 350. After it cooks for 30 minutes, then I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to have a sauce that I'm going to put over the top. And then I'm going to put it back in for like 10 or 15 more minutes. So y'all stay tuned, because you do want to see how this turns out. Now, don't fast forward to the end. Stay tuned. But the end for y'all is going to be quick. For me, it's going to be about 45 minutes. So this is a good time to hit that subscribe button, share my video, and leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. YouTube loves all that. That's how I get paid, okay? So thumbs up, comments, subscribing, and sharing. Don't forget to share. So we'll be back just as soon as I start to put the topping on this. I'll show y'all how I make the topping. Be back in a few minutes.
Grandmama, I can't wait to try your meatloaf cheeseburger.
Me either. Okay, we're fixing to make the topping. Now, like I told y'all at the beginning, this is gluten-free and sugar-free, and this is no sugar added ketchup. So I'm going to put a half a cup of ketchup. I should have took the top off. My hands and fingers aren't as strong as they used to be. So that gets to be a chore sometimes. Okay, this is a half a cup of ketchup because I just want a little smearing to go over the top. All right, now we're going to do like 1 teaspoon of mustard because everybody's not as fond of mustard as other people are. So,
Well, you can
I
add more.
Yeah, I don't want it too vinegary. So, and the mustard would make it vinegary.
I mean, you can add more when you get it to the table.
Sure, sure. All right, that's 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Now, oh, I done messed that up.
You done messed it up?
Done messed it up. All right, I'm going to put, but this is one I needed anyway. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Half a teaspoon of onion powder. Now, this is so good, y'all. Oh, this is so good on meatloaf. Now, if I wasn't making it cheeseburger, I would not put the mustard in it. But since I am, I decided I'd go ahead and put the mustard in. All right, we're going to do 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. And if you don't like Worcestershire or you don't want that much, put 1 tablespoon. That's just up to you, whatever you want. Now, this is my brown stevia right here. Now, I want mine a little bit sweet. You know what? I'm going to put 1 tablespoon. I'm going to taste of it.
Would you want it as sweet as normal on this cheeseburger?
That's the reason I only put 1 teaspoon to begin with. Usually my topping is pretty sweet, but since this is going to have cheese in it, now I like sweet and cheese together, but I'm going to taste. Woo! That's good, but because the mustard gave it a little, I'm going to put a half a tablespoon. So that's 1.5 tablespoons of my brown stevia. Now you can use swerve, you can use monk fruit, whatever you use to sweeten yours. If you're sugar free, you can use brown sugar if you're not trying to watch your sugar. Okay, and you want it dark like that. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna use my other finger. Oh my goodness, perfect. Look at that. Okay. My meatloaf has got 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to take it out, check it, and if it's ready to put the topping on, then we will. But if it needs to cook a few more minutes, then I will let it cook a few more minutes, then come back and we'll put the topping on. So we'll be right back. What did I do with my little spatula? There it is.
I washed it for you.
You did? Okay.
All right.
Okay. It cooked 40 minutes at 350. Now, I'm putting my topping that y'all just saw me make on it. Now, this is what makes it. Oh, y'all, this is so good. If you never have this kind of topping on your meatloaf, oh my. It is delicious. And it did have a little oil, some cooked out of the cheese. So I poured it off. It probably was maybe 1/3 of a cup, maybe 1/4 of a cup. All right, y'all.
Now, I know you're going to do something to make it look like a cheeseburger. What are you going to do?
When I get through, I got to put it back in the oven for 10 minutes and let this
I'm jumping ahead of you now,
You are. He thinks he tries to stay ahead of me, but he's always 1 step behind.
If I'd have just been 1 step behind at the wedding day, that would have been good. But okay, I wasn't. I was waiting at the altar.
10 minutes, and then we're going to take it out, and we're going to dress it up, and I'm going to show y'all how we eat our cheeseburger meatloaf. All right, y'all.
Looks good.
This is hot, hot, hot. I left it in for 10 more minutes. Now, this is the way you would eat a hamburger. I'm a cheeseburger. If you want cheeseburger, you would put a little cheese on it, like this. Now, this is optional. You don't have to use the cheese at all. It can just be a hamburger. If you're dairy-free, and I have lots of viewers, some viewers out there that are dairy-free. All right, now,
people can add it on the slices rather than here, can't they?
We like onion on ours. So I would just put some onion rings on it like this. Now, these are raw. You can do sauteed onions on yours if you want to. But this is just the way we like our hamburger.
Yep, I like the raw onion.
Just like that. So you can put more onion. You can put lettuce on it. I wouldn't put lettuce on it while it's hot, though. So, but this is my cheese-stuffed cheeseburger meatloaf. All right. Our meatloaf is ready. Let me show it to you.
Wow. You can see the cheese in the middle.
You can see the cheese in the middle.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep,
my goodness, y'all. Look at there.
Now, I am a real mustard on hamburger eater.
Roy loves mustard, so he's putting a little bit more on his.
Add a little mustard.
And you know what? You can take and put this between hamburger buns.
Hamburger buns.
Yeah. Make a cheeseburger meatloaf sandwich. He's going to get a little bit more onion. Probably a little bit more cheese. Ooh, hurry up, baby. Taste of it. I want to know how it tastes.
I'm his. And some cheese.
Yep, a little bit of cheese. Let me show you how he's got his. Look at that.
Now I would have some if I ate bread, see, but I don't want a little carbo. I'd have a piece of Texas toast right here.
Oh yes.
Or a hamburger bun.
Oh yes. All right. This is his Valentine's meatloaf, y'all. Does it taste like a cheeseburger? All right, y'all. Y'all make this. You're going to put a little bit more ketchup on it.
Yep. That's the nice thing about it. You get to fix it like you want it.
You have to press it a little,
Yep. Wow.
Okay, y'all.
That's good.
Y'all saw it on Grandma Rose's open pantry. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day, honey. Food feeds the family. Family feeds the heart. God feeds the soul. Put deliciousness back in your meatloaf. And let me tell you, that's good.
That's good.
We'll see y'all next time. Tell them bye, honey.
Bye-bye.